Hi, my name is Emily Whitman. I'll be doing part 5 of Project T. I chose the prompt, did Descartes make geometry hip and trigonometry modern? So to start off with his history and his bibliography, he was born and lived in the early 17th century and had a pretty normal childhood, except that his mother died a year after he was born, and his father left him and his 3 other siblings to his grandmother, and from there lived with his grandmother until he was 10 years old. From there, he went to the Jesuit College of La Fleche. Hopefully I'm pronouncing all this right. He was in France for most of his life, so a lot of these words are going to be hard to pronounce because I didn't take French, but he went to that school for 9 years and then went to the University of Poitiers and got his bachelor's in canon and civil law. After his schooling and bachelor's, he went to the Army. In the Army, he was in the branch that had to do with engineering, machinery, and also just applied mathematics, which I think is really interesting because you never think of going into the Army to do mathematics, but he did. From there, apparently he kind of went missing. Like, there's no information on him until 1625, when he decided to outspeak on his philosophies and his thoughts. He also got the attention of Thomas Hobbles, which is a well-known name, which I thought was pretty cool because you never really hear of any famous mathematicians, but here's this guy, Thomas Hobbles. And then his most notable work was him traveling throughout Europe, all the way up until I think it was into the 1640s, I believe. In 1637, however, he published De Cours de la Méthode, or the Discourse on Method, and La Géométrique, which means geometry, basically. Both of those books or publications were very monumental and very important to nowadays mathematics. So there's that. So that's basically all of his history. On to the question, or the topic question, which was, did Descartes make geometry hip and trigonometry modern? He was a philosopher first and foremost, so the way he thinks and the way he writes and does math is very different, and it's a different way of thinking. So to say that he was modern, I do believe that he made math and trigonometry more modern because it's a new and different way of thinking about something. I do not think that he made anything hip. I mean, because I don't really think you can make math hip, but I do believe that he made a fresh start of thinking and definitely making trigonometry modern. And then last thing is, I think he was a very interesting person. I wish I could meet him nowadays. his life seemed to be a bit more rough than the normal average child nowadays, especially because, you know, his mom died and his dad was like, here you go, to his grandmother, and the fact that he turned out really well educated and kind of a really big name in history is very impressive, and I just really applaud him for making all those new things and giving us the information that he's given us today. So, thank you.